Are you ever surprised that humans continue to concoct these things that are not based in science? And do you think that 10,000 years from now that the Center for Inquiry will be just as busy as it is now?
It astonishes me that I don't know, I think people seem to have a desire to believe things without, I mean, it takes a certain leap to recognize that you may be fooling yourself.
Right.
There's such a lot of random things going on in the world. Rather like we were talking about earlier before we started the interview, pigeons superstitiously responding to the random delivery of a reward, and the pigeon, so to speak, thinks that what it did before the reward was delivered, like preen its left wing or something, was what did it. And we are all susceptible. We're a pattern-seeking species, and we tend to see things that aren't really there. And we tend to miss things that are really there.
Right.
So these two types of error, what psychologists call type 1 and type 2 errors, we're very susceptible to them. And we're constantly seeing pattern when there isn't any pattern. So we think that you can divine the future by looking in the tea leaves or looking at people's palms. And it takes a scientific leap of skepticism to recognize that has to be actually tested properly without your having any possibility of influencing it or knowing what's behind the scenes.
We search out the mystical, or humans tend to do. Do you think that's because of our mortality, that we're always looking for something to ultimately explain that?
I suppose it could be, but I think it doesn't have to be that. I mean, I think that we're pattern seeking is a good thing to do because patterns are important, but it's very difficult to steer this middle course between being fooled when there isn't a pattern and overlooking when there is.
Right.